Always good, hot peppers. Today I want to talk about a very important topic about the M82 and why it needs to be nerfed. I know a lot of people may or may not disagree with what I'm going to be saying here, and I know that some people have spoken into my chat or even in the comment section saying that, Zephy, man, I think that the M82 shouldn't be nerfed because it's the only sniper in the game right now that allows us to be able to compete against red gunners, which is true. That is very true. But at the same time, the whole point of sniping is for us to have a challenge, not easily compete against the red gunners, right? Now we're gonna break it down. What makes the M82 very overpowered? First off, you have the fire rate and the damage immediately being better than all the snipers that are listed in this game, which is the Swiss, the Tundra, the Pellington, and the ZRG. The damage, it can compete up with the ZRG. The fire rate, it's far better than the Swiss, which is the fastest fire rate in this game. However, that weapon alone, the M82, has, I would want to say, probably a slightly slower ADS time than more than half of the snipers. Now, that doesn't mean just because the ADS time is slower, that doesn't mean that it's not going to be overpowered regardless. Because you got to remember, if you hard scope around corners, you can take advantage of that and be able to use that to quick scope or even just pray and spray around the spawns and be able to get a very big kill feed or whatever, you know, be able to get multiple kills at once. Now, that plays a role in 12v12 mosh pit, right? Or even 66 respawn game modes such as snipers only, hardpoint, domination, game modes like that. But if you play search, it still is overpowered. And I'll hop into a private match and be able to show you guys that the sniper can compete up with literally any of the snipers in the game, which is why I list it as the best sniper in the game, in my opinion, but not my favorite sniper, because, you know, there's a big difference between best and favorite. All right, guys, now that we're in a private match, I'm going to show you guys the damage that the ZRG does compared to the M82. Okay, here we go. Okay. These are attachments. I'm rocking rapid fire, steady aim laser, firearm mag, some wrap, and Raider stock. I'm going to shoot him right on the thigh. Okay, right on the hip without this Sigma special. It's pretty good. Let me put that on real quick. See how much damage he has. Oh my god, literally a bird shits on him. He's dead. On the kneecap, pretty much one shot. Now, if we use the M82, I no doubt in my mind, bro. No doubt. No doubt. This is with Tiger Team Barrel, okay? You guys already know the attachments for this. Okay, about the same. Oh my god, that's crazy. Anyway, on that range. Last thing we're going to try is the Swiss and the M82 fire rate. I'm pretty sure you can just check in the stats, but I just want to show you guys in game real fast. So to make it easier and quicker for you guys, we guys go over to this Swiss K31. So the fire rate is at 80 RPM, and then we go over to the M82 with the Tiger Team Barrel. Oops, we have a 94 RPM, which means that it's a bit faster than the Swiss K31. So I don't know why I just found this out, but the damage for the Pellington, the Tundra, and the M82 are completely wrong. The damage is at 132 for the Pellington. We all know that the Tundra has a better damage than the Pellington, right? Apparently, according to the stat, is saying that the Tundra and the Pellington is about the same damage. Now, the bullet velocity, that has nothing to do with the damage. The effective damage range, though, could be true. So if we look at the Tundra, it's at 127, right? We go over to the Pellington, 127. And then now we go over to the M82. It says the same exact thing, 132 and 127. For damage and effective damage range. Now, if we go over to the ZRG is the only one that has a little bit of a difference here. So we click on this, 146 and 127. Now, obviously, the fire rate, we already know about that. That is insane. So basically, the stats are incredibly wrong here. That's also why I never really relied on the stats in the first place. And I wanted to test it out in game myself and be able to showcase you guys to show that I'm not capping. So I know some people may say that the M82 has that kickback after you fire the weapon, but even then you can still be able to counter that by sliding or even doing a mechanism as to YY in the weapon. It's not that bad, but what I do think that needs to be changed is the fire rate and the recoil. So the fire rate basically matches the Swiss or a little bit slower. Obviously, it's a Barry 50 cal. It's a very heavy rifle, but at the same time, I think that's what it needs. It's just a little bit slowed down the fire rate. And then the recoil, instead of just going a slight recoil after you shoot, it should be like dramatic. If you guys remember from like Modern Warfare 2 or even Modern Warfare 3, I can show you guys a little preview here on the screen. When you shoot with the Barrett, it goes all the way across the screen. Like it's crazy. And that's what I think it should be with M82. So that way you can't just stay in your scope for that long and be able to hold down a spawn trap. Now I know before they buffed the M82, it had a really terrible fire rate. I don't think it had a really terrible damage. And I don't think they messed with the ADS time, if I could recall. But I do know that if you have the axial arms or any other attachment, kind of like speeds it up. It makes it a little bit easier to use than the regular scope, because the regular scope does take a lot of your screen. But if you use 8 attachments, it does become a very demonic weapon. And of course, I wouldn't be able to say this if I didn't have any gameplay to back up what I'm saying, or basically evidence to be able to support my statement. At least that's how I feel about the M82. I do think it needs a nerf, and I know we're about, I want to say, a little bit over 8 to 9, 10 months into the game right now. But you know it's becoming an issue when you have some sweats on the game using that over their own LMGs. Like, that's actually saying something. Also, if you guys want to know what attachments I'm using for this video, I'll throw it up on the screen here. You guys can try it out yourself. It's a little bit weird to use at first, but once you get the hang of it, I promise you it's a meta weapon that you can easily destroy with the sniper. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts. If you guys agree with me or disagree, do you guys feel like the M82 needs to be nerfed? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. I will be reading all of them and also discussing with you guys. And of course, just remember, this is just us giving feedback into the game. There's really no negative energy that needs to be put in the comment section. Basically like a debate, but we would just want to have a very civil debate. And up next, we do have a sponsorship sponsored by Razer. For those who are the Zeppers Peppers of the channel, if you guys like sticking around, I have a product to share with you guys. All right, what's up, everyone? We just got a package from Razer and also from Sora as well. So big shout out to them too. I'm going to box this real quick and I'm going to see what we got inside. We got a headset from Razer. Okay, put that down real quick. We got a little manual here. They got it secured, bro. This is a bag. No, in a box and a bag and a wrap. They're so sleek. It's so sick. Oh, this is comfy as well. Oh yeah, oh yeah, this is breaker 19 over. Put this bad boy away real quick. I'm definitely gonna use this. Up next, we got the Razer Huntsman Mini. So let's unbox this real quick. Check this out. It's all black. We're gonna take this out too. Look how small this keyboard is. This is, I could literally, like, it's, bro. Bro. Oh my God. Listen very carefully. Can you guys hear that? I don't know. It's very, very, very quiet. Okay, that's not very quiet, but it's like very mechanical. So they're optimal switches and they're very clicky. And basically the keyboard is made out of aluminum. It also has a detachable C cable. I like these because it makes it so much easier to be able to take out your keyboard on the table if you're trying to do like cleaning and stuff. I clean my table, clean my keyboards as well. This is clutch, man. The last part, we got the Razer Viper Ultimate Mice. This is sick because it's wireless, and I've actually been kind of thinking about switching to wireless for a while now, considering I have a dual PC setup. So having this allows me to have less wires on the table because I have a lot of wires, not gonna lie. We're gonna open this up real quick. So this mice has 2 buttons on the side here. Oh, 2 buttons on the other side as well. Oh, it's okay. So it's about 74 grams of lightweight design. This mice, it charges for about up to 70 hours of long battery life, and it's 25% faster than any average wireless mice out there. And for those who are curious, yes, it does have a 0.2 millisecond response time. So if you're worried about delay, it's pretty efficient. All right, we're definitely going to try this out on stream. So if you guys want to go follow up on Twitch, twitch.tv/Zephy, we're going to be reviewing this and also using this live. And more than likely, going to be playing Cold War or Warzone with this.